Are you just beginning your investment journey? Maybe you're young and just starting out. You're not sure what to do, but you know that you should put your money to work for something better. My name's Kyle Knott, and I'm not your average finance guy, and I'm not going to tell you to throw it into your 401k and do everything that they tell you to do on the commercials and all the financial gurus. We're going to look at things a little bit differently. So if you're just at the beginning of your investment journey, I don't care how old you are. You might be in your 70s and just beginning to get on your investment journey. I work with a lot of people who start off in so much debt that they use velocity banking usually they're referred from my friend over at Pay Down Debt Solutions. But if you're in debt, check out Pay Down Debt Solutions, get yourself out of debt. And then once you're out of debt from the velocity banking, now you're ready to begin investing. Okay. You've got some cash flow now, some positive cash flow. Now what do? Do you start a bad habit? You start blowing it? No, you've worked so hard to get this positive cash flow. Let's start putting it to work. Okay. So again, I don't care how old you are, but obviously the more time you have on your side, the better this is going to work. But if you're later in life, you're up there in years, maybe we just got to pour a little bit more gasoline on this fire and get after it some. So if you're just beginning your investment journey, you're not sure what to do. You've got some sort of cash flow consistent coming in. Really, really look at the infinite banking concept. That's where your money will go, and it's similar to an investment, or I'm sorry, it's similar to a savings account, but savings accounts don't pay you any interest hardly. It's I would say 0.0 nothing. You're lucky if you get 1%, usually 0.5%. So they're not paying you anything. If you put it into this infinite banking policy, which it's to start your own banking system, is basically what it's about. You put money in there and it grows, it compounds, continuously grows. Okay. When you need to pull something out. So when it's like, all right, I know I should invest. And I wouldn't really call the infinite banking concept an investment. Yes, it is a way better investment than a savings account, but it's more of a vehicle. It's more of a tool that you can get back the money. Like even if you need to buy a car, you can use this money to buy a car instead of going down to the dealership and signing up and going back into debt, which we've worked so hard to get out of. You can then use your infinite banking policy to buy your car instead of paying the interest to the car dealership or to the bank. You pay it back to your infinite banking policy. You're basically paying it back to yourself. So that's one way to think about it. But let's say we're really looking at some investments, and maybe you've been following me for a little bit, and I'm into buy and hold rental real estate. And I get it. The market sucks right now. It's hard to find anything on the MLS that's actually going to cash flow. Back when I got into this back in 2012, 2014 is when I really got serious. It was like shooting fish in a barrel. I could go look up on realtor.com and like, no, I'm not going to take that one because I think I can make a little bit more over here. And I've just run the numbers. And looking back, if I had enough money, I would have bought absolutely everything that I could have that was even on the market because they all cash flowed at that time. And since then, they have appreciated in value so much. There have been so much tax deductions that I've gotten from what I did do. And it just went like wildfire. But I get it. It's a different story today. But I've got a couple of videos of there are turnkey providers out there that will here's a house. They'll hold your hand through the whole closing process, and they will have tenants in place. They will have project management in place. And yeah, you got to kind of manage the manager, and you have to have a working relationship. There's a little bit of work to it, but where are you at in your investment journey? I mean, is it time to get after it? Do we got to go? But so there's things like that. Maybe you want to look into that. Maybe you want to look into something else. Maybe, I don't know what, if you're into stocks, bonds, mutual funds, I have a little bit in that stuff I kind of play around with. That's where I'm hoping to hit a grand slam home run. I got a couple bucks in there. Maybe you're into crypto. I don't know much about crypto. I wish I had bought a lot more crypto way back when I first looked at it. So whatever it is that you're looking at, you can, if you start with the infinite banking concept, that will continue to grow. And now from there, you can spit it to wherever you want to spit it. Say you got a big tip that Bitcoin or Ethereum or whatever the newest, latest, and greatest meme coin is going to go nuts, and you want to take a little bit and you want to try it. You can borrow against your policy, and maybe that goes nuts, and you sell out, you pay your policy back, you got some on the side, Now you can reinvest that. There's so many possibilities, but this video is basically meant for the person who doesn't really know what to do with their investment. So better than doing nothing, get it into IBC policy, get that rolling. And like I said, it's not, it is, but it's not, it's way better than a savings account. So instead of just dumping into a savings account, I think it's safer. And with an insurance company, mutually owned insurance company that's been around for close to 200 years, 177 years, they know what they're doing. They've been through the ups and downs, the Great Depression, the Great Recession, World Wars, Vietnam, you name it, they've seen it. They have paid dividends through it. If you're on the fence, you're not sure what to do, start doing something. The earlier you start with the infinite bank concept, the higher you're going to end up with towards the end of your life. And it's more that you can pass on to your heirs. It's more that you will have access to maybe later in your retirement years that you will never pay back. So there's so much you can do with this stuff. And I hope this helps. Definitely check it out. And I don't think you'll be disappointed whatsoever. Thanks.